Hi friends, it's AV Lux here. I thought I would just do a quick video on how to spot a fake deck or what to look for, just because there's so many out there. And I mean, if you don't care if it's a fake deck or not, that's fine. But I thought I would just be informative for you so that before you made that decision to purchase a fake deck, I would just kind of step back and really think about what that means. So a lot of the fake decks that are on sale out there are not just mainstream decks, but are of indie decks. And I think that's the biggest one I have an issue with, is just purchasing a fake deck knowing that it's fake just because it's cheaper. And then nothing goes to the artist or the creator of that deck. And you're just kind of supporting that type of negative behavior or negative commerce, I guess. And if you're cool with that, I mean, that's up to you, but I would just question how your readings end up coming and how accurate they are and what you're actually opening up, because these are spiritual tools. They're not like playthings. But anyways, a lot of you have the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. As you can see, there's a big difference in size, which you wouldn't know unless you purchased both. So originally, because a lot of my decks I purchase on Amazon, and when I purchased this one, it had such high ratings, about 5 ratings on it. I knew nothing about the author and creator, but it looked legit. It looked like this was an authentic deck. And so I went ahead and purchased this, and I made a brief video with this a couple of videos back if you wanted to go and check that out. But I didn't have the original one with me because I didn't realize when I purchased this that it was fake. So when I purchased this, I went onto Etsy because I really like purchasing indie decks. And so I was purchasing a couple indie decks when I happened to see Pamela Chen, her page came up and it said like the only authorized dealer of this deck. Well, I'm like, what the hell? I bought this on Amazon. So of course, when I clicked it, she says that she has not authorized Amazon, Wish, or anywhere else for her deck to be sold. So I wrote her, and she said, yep, there's a ton of people who are doing that, not just with her decks, but with a lot of other creators, and it really is just sad. So of course I went ahead and ordered the original one, and I had already contacted Amazon that they were selling all these fake decks. I mean, it's hard for them to really know what's fake and what's real. So I went ahead and contacted them, and they said I could return this. But before I returned it, I wanted to show you the difference so that even if you didn't have the original one, you can know what to look for. The biggest thing is when you're about to purchase a deck and it seems like it's legit, see if it comes with the guidebook. Even if you're not going to use it, it's one of the telltale signs that it could be a fake deck. Now, I say could be because there's a lot of I've purchased a lot of indie decks where the guidebook is emailed to me, or there isn't a guidebook that comes with it. But I verified and ordered it directly from the creator of that deck. But see, usually it'll say, here's the QR code, or it comes with a guidebook if you scan the QR code. So just make sure that, if it says something like comes with the guidebook comes with it, if you just scan the QR code. But the real one, the original one, has a guidebook in it. And most of them, like most of the mass-produced ones, do and will. Even indie decks, like this one's not a large guidebook, but it still came with one. Also, sorry, my stand keeps jiggling. You can see that the tarot cards is a different size. This is not a standard tarot card size, despite the description saying that it was a standard card tarot size. It's not. These are a little bit actually smaller. The dimensions, which I should have looked those up, but the dimensions are quite different. So it'll say something like, this is a reprint, or this is a mini version, or pocket version, or poker card version, unless you know that the creator put one out. And usually mini versions aren't this size, they're actually a bit smaller, unless the author specifically has a deck out like that. They're usually this size, which is, I want to say they're like 6x9s. So this is clearly not the same. Also, the quality of the cards, this card stock, is a lot better than this one, which is a lot like flimsier. The printing is not as good. I mean, you would have to really look at it. Sorry, this got all mixed up. I was going to try and find the full card so that we could do a side-by-side comparison. So I must have missed it. But yeah, the artwork is just not as like bold and smooth as this one is. It's still a beautiful deck, and had I not gone on Etsy, I wouldn't have known that this was even a fake deck. So I can see a lot of people unintentionally purchasing these decks and not even knowing that they're fake. If you do happen to have one in your collection and you didn't know, a lot of times if you contact whoever you got it from and let them know that you know now that this is a fake deck, they'll give you your money back, or they'll give you like store credit, and then maybe hopefully they have a selection of real decks. So the two main things on a fake deck is it's smaller in size, and it's asking for or it'll have a QR code printed for the guidebook. And after feeling that, and then you grab these are like heavier stock, they feel better, they look better. So it did take me a while actually to get this deck. She was pretty backed up. I would say like it was 2.5, 3 weeks before I could actually get my hands on it. After I placed the order, because I think she only ships out once a week. She's actually also the creator of I want to say it's like the University Witch Tarot. Shoot, I'm sorry, I'm just not prepared. She just came out with another tarot deck, and it was like and I think I have a video on it, but it is like Harry Potter meets anime. It's really cute, and it's kind of set up that way. So even the guidebook is set up that way. I saw fake decks being made already. So they're like this, but her real deck, because the book is like a 5x7, the box is actually a lot larger. The cards are a lot larger. And so these, I actually went on to Wish and I found these, and they're all the same size. There's a lot of Doreen Virtue, Colette Baron Reed, James Holland, but Radley Valentine. So they are reprinting a lot of those, but just to also see that they're doing a lot of these indie deck ones, not Pamela Chen, there's the Cosmovisions, Prismavisions, that's an indie deck. And he says on his website, he does not authorize anyone else to sell his deck except for on his website. So And that I can't even imagine getting a Prisma or a Cosmovision's fake deck and then comparing it to the real one, because the real one is so gorgeous and beautiful. Anyways, I hope that helps. I'm trying to think of what else. It looks like everything else is pretty much the same in terms of like front, back, and anything else to give us a clue on it being a fake deck. So Luna, yeah. All right. Well, anyways, I hope that helps, and I will chat with you guys again soon.